All right, people, what up? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to you again with a preview of the Stoke game or the Stoke visit to the Emirates. This is going to be a real quick video, guys. I'm not going to bang on and on like I usually do, mainly because I've got shit to do and I'm still dealing with the hangover I got from my work Christmas party the night before. So bear with me. All right. So how do I see things? At the moment, things are going reasonably well, despite the fact that we still have our usual problems of contracts hanging over our heads and injuries and important players falling down to injuries. But, you know, the last couple of games, our form has dramatically improved. I don't know what has happened from the West Ham performance carried over to the Basel performance. The Basel performance in so many ways was more impressive. Just because we rotated some players out, still didn't lose our focus, and by some miracle ended up finishing the group top. I guess that was our reward for staying focused. From my point of view, I would love us to continue to be focused going into this game. You know, Stoke game is always difficult. We do have a favourable, and I use this word carefully, a favourable record over Stoke, but by no means we don't tend to annihilate them. Usually, it tends to be a tight 1-0, 2-0 game. Our problems with Stoke usually come away, but at home, I'm hoping it's unfortunate. Earlier in the season, I think we would have ran these guys over because for some reason Stoke had a horrendous start and they just weren't playing good football. But I'd probably say over the past 7-8 games, they've got their shit together. And unfortunately for us, they're playing us at a time where they are coincidentally playing well themselves. So I think they do have a couple of big game players in people like Shaqiri and people like that, Bojan, and those would be our threats. Those threats I don't imagine will pose much of a problems to our team as long as we stay focused. If they try and play football against us, we'll blow them apart, which is why I don't think they will. I think they'll try and turn it into a physical nightmare. So I think because of that, I think this will be our starting lineup. I think as well as the team did well midweek, I think we will go with Gabriel right back because I thought he is really starting to apply himself as right back. I think he's doing really well. Mustafi alongside Koscielny, of course. As much as you guys know, I'm not a incredible fan of Mustafi yet, but I'm still prepared to give him the benefit of the doubt. I still expect him to get better. I am not losing sight of the fact that he's young. And may I also add, I thought played pretty well against West Ham. So I'll say Mustafi alongside Koscielny. And here's the controversial one. I'd put Gibbs at left back. Yes, I thought Monreal played a lot better than he had been playing in the West Ham game. I thought he did pretty well. But then I found out that Antonio wasn't playing. So doesn't take away anything from his performance, but it makes you wonder if Antonio was playing, would have Monreal had such an easy game. So with that in mind, I think Gibbs has been performing pretty well lately. Had 3 assists. I didn't even realize. I didn't even mention it in my preview. My review of the game. 3 assists midweek. I think he's playing really, really well. Defended pretty well as well midweek. So I'd slot him right in there, to be honest. I wouldn't mess around. In the middle, I'd play Coquelin and Xhaka. I think mixed physicality with physicality. It is a game where I think Xhaka's temperament will be tested. But we need to start grooming him for this type of battle. And I think this is the type of game you'd start doing that. And you give him a little assistance by not playing Ramsey next to him. Even though I thought Ramsey, to be fair, I'm a huge critic of Ramsey, but he played quite well midweek. But not against Stoke. I mean, apart from the fact that psychologically he might be a bit aggressive for that game as well, I'd just hold Ramsey back and I'd put Coquelin alongside of him, or El Nene, whoever, but I just wouldn't play Ramsey there. Excuse me, guys. Now, here's the controversial one again. Perez on the right. I know people will say, well, what about Theo? I think Theo's form last couple of games has slid down a little bit. Even against West Ham, I don't think he was that great. But I think with the hat trick midweek, I think Perez is starting to prove himself. And clearly, I mean, the way he was ghosting as that striker, and I think it is useful to have a player like Perez if you play Sanchez up front, because when Sanchez inevitably drops deep, someone like Perez makes up that strike, and I think that's why that combination worked really well. So I'd play Perez on the right. I'd play Ox on the left. How about that surprise? I'd play Ox on the left. Also, the good thing about doing it that way is you can also interchange them during the game. So you can put the left foot on the left wing and then the right foot on the right wing if things are not working. So that's what I like about that combination. Ozil is a number 10. Sanchez up front. That would be my hopeful 1 to 11. That's what I'm going to start calling it. I predict Arsenal 2, Stoke 0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet. But I don't think I've seen people predict 4-0 and things like that. It's like, all right, I know we're playing well, but let's calm down here. So let's see, guys. Anyway, that's my quick audio preview of the game. If you're listening to me for the first time, do follow me on Twitter at ColossalChig. And also, if you're listening to me for the first time, just hit that subscribe button. Moreover, spread the word. You know, tell people about me, particularly if they're Arsenal supporters. I've got some stuff in the pipeline that I will tell you guys about on Sunday when I do my review video. We have the boys round tomorrow on the Saturday, so it's very doubtful that I will do any sort of review on Saturday, but the Sunday, yeah, definitely. So I'll tell you guys all about that shortly. All right, people, I'm out of here. Take care, yeah? Peace.